Good morning, America. How is everybody today? How's everybody doing? What are you into? I'm going to work again. Something rattling in my Jeep. I don't know what it is. It's rattling though. I just had a question for everybody out there. Well, not for everybody, for a select few individuals. And I have to ask this question because it's kind of prevalent to the situation at hand. Anyways, I'm asking all the people who voted Donald Trump in as president, how's he doing now? Have you heard of this executive order he's getting ready to sign? Taking away your overtime. Oh yeah, it ain't no fucking lie. Donald Trump supposedly has an executive order to sign that's going to make it possible for your employer to convert your overtime hours into paid days of leave. Well, I don't know about the rest of you out there, apparently, but Donald Trump seems to think we don't need our overtime pay. He doesn't realize that, some families actually depend on their husbands working more than 40 hours and their wives working more than 40 hours a week. And actually, a lot of people, I'm sure, like me, depend on the fact that you're going to work over 40 hours a week and get paid for it. Now, my job, I don't get overtime pay. But I've had overtime pay, and I know what it's kind of like to get overtime pay and be dependent on getting that overtime pay. Because it is pretty goddamn important that you get your overtime pay. But apparently Donald Trump doesn't think so. Apparently Donald Trump thinks you don't need your overtime pay. Well, I don't think Donald Trump's ever had to really work for anything in his life. I don't think he's had to survive on his hands making him a living, other than signing papers. That's basically all that son of a bitch has ever done. Now, I'm sorry, I don't know Donald Trump from a hole in the wall. But as a president, I find it kind of upsetting that he's willing to do away with America's workers getting their overtime. Of course, he's not saying that you're not going to get your overtime. You're going to get it in paid days off. I think Donald Trump ran too many businesses, and I think he's looking at what pissed him off as a business owner. Goddamn, why do I have to pay overtime? These fucking people don't deserve overtime. Why do I have to pay time and a half? I don't understand. Well, fuck that. I became president. Now I don't want to... all that shit that pissed me off owning all my businesses, I'm fixing that shit. Well, it's just that upsets me. So I wanted to know how all you people out there that voted for Donald Trump feel about Donald Trump. You still think he's doing a marvelous job? You still think he's going to make us great again? You still think it's our time? Golly. I don't believe that Donald Trump understands the average American. I don't think he understands the average hardworking American. I don't think he understands the average American family. I don't think he understands how people are working at minimum wage, working 40 hours a week, are not making enough money and still have to depend on the government. Why is that? And then everybody argues about raising the minimum wage. Oh, hell, you can't raise minimum wage. Hell, you raise minimum wage, everything else will go up. Well, let's just say you took a worker that's making fucking $8 an hour and you start paying him $10 an hour, and he's making $400 a week, working 40 hours a week, and he's paying a little more taxes into the system. He still ain't gonna fucking make enough money to really, $10 an hour really ain't fucking enough. If you're an average everyday person, and I'm sorry, the world does need ditch diggers. I understand that. They need burger flippers and ditch diggers just like fucking every other country does. I understand that. Everybody has a shoe to fill, you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is if you are a ditch digger or something else and you still can't fucking survive on what you're making and you got to depend on the government, how's that fucking work out? You're still, and I ain't putting you down. Trust me. I'm not putting anybody down that has to fucking work and depend on the government, because that's fucking bullshit. And I'm sorry. But I have to wonder, does Donald Trump understand any of that? Has he ever had to survive paycheck to paycheck? I mean, I know he probably's gone through some hardships, you know, like not being able to fill his yacht, you know, having a hard time getting fuel for his yacht. I know that must be hard. And I know sometimes, I mean, looking at them electric bills for the Trump towers and stuff must be a little hard. I mean, I'm sure that every once in a while you go to, you know, have a couple bad days, you know, while you're out playing golf. I'm sure it must be hell. But I mean, average American, well, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm speaking for myself. You got blood, sweat, and tears coming out of your ass to pay your bills. And Donald Trump wants to take away overtime pay? Well, I say if he does that, I got two words for Donald Trump. And it's, I don't know if I can say that, not have like the Secret Service show at my house, but it's the F-U-C-K-Y-O-U. And that's what I want to say to you. I'm sorry, Donald Trump, but there you go. Anyways, America, I'm sorry, but I had to say something. I just think that's fucking ridiculous. I can't fucking imagine a president thinking about even taking away American people's income. I mean, giving the corporations the power to say, oh, I know you work 65 hours this week, Jimmy, but we're going to go ahead and give you those 65 hours and days off, and you can probably collect them in about 6 months. Oh, that'll work out fine. That's fucking awesome. I get some paid time off for busting my ass all week. Golly, that's great. So I won't get paid for those extra 25 hours. That's fine. I'll just deal with it. I'll just start collecting tin cans and shit, and I'll start fucking recycling glass, and maybe I'll be able to put gas in my car. Donald Trump, come on, bud. Really, seriously. If this is making America great, I'm fucking Mickey Mouse. And hell, I don't look nothing like Mickey Mouse. So, y'all have a good fucking day. Think about that shit. No more overtime, damn it. Hey, you voted him in. Not me. I'm sorry. Y'all have a good day. Peace.